Now we are starting exercise number 6.5 and the first question is, sides of triangles are given below. Determine which of them are right triangles. In case of a right triangle, write the length of its hypotenuse. So first subdivision of the question is, you are given three lengths, that is the sides of the triangle, that is we have to check whether they are forming the sides of a right angled triangle, and the sides given are 7 cm, 24 cm and 25 cm. So first thing which we will do is, we will just take the squares of all these three sides and we will find out the connection relating the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so you know that 7 square is 49, 24 square is 576 and 25 square is 625. Now what we are doing is, the 625, whether it can be written as the bigger square can be written as the sum of the squares of the smallest. That means 576 plus 49. Whether it is true? Yes, that is. Here you have this. That means you can say 25 square is written as 24 square plus 7 square. That means this is satisfying the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So this will act as hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. Now, since the three sides satisfy the Pythagoras theorem, you can say that the triangle with these three sides will form a right angle. The triangle with 7 cm, 24 cm and 25 cm forms a right triangle. Now when we say that it is a right triangle, they are asking us to find out the length of the hypotenuse also. Now which will be the hypotenuse? The biggest side's length, that is the length which is higher in value, will be the hypotenuse of the triangle. Therefore, the length of the hypotenuse of this triangle will be 25 centimeters. Okay. Second subdivision is 3 cm, 8 cm, 6 cm. Again, we will take the squares of all these three sides. So you will get 3 square, which is 9, 8 square is 64 and 6 square is 36. So that you can just see the bigger one is 64, and whether you can write this 64 as a sum of the other two, that is 36 plus 9. No, 36 plus 9 is what? You will get 45, right? Which is not equal to 64. That is, you are not getting 8 square is not equal to, what you can write, not equal to 6 square plus 3 square. Therefore, the sides 3 cm, 8 cm and 6 cm does not form the sides of a right triangle. So therefore you can say that you need not find out the length of the hypotenuse, because since it is not a right triangle, you don't have to find out the second case. Okay. Third subdivision is, here the sides given are 50 cm, 80 cm, 100 cm. So 50 square will give you 2500, 80 square will give you 6400 and 100 square will give you 1000, that is 10,000. Okay. Now you have to check whether 10,000 can be written as a sum of 6,400 and 2,500. Is it so? No, you are getting as 8,900. That means it is not equal to this one. So you can say that since 100 square is not equal to 50 square plus 80 square, the sides given does not form a right triangle. that is by your Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Fourth subdivision is 13 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 5 centimeter. 13 square will give you 169, 12 square 144 and 5 square is 25. So again starting with 169, can it be written as a sum of these two? Is it true? So you are getting it to be 169. So 169 equal to 169, that is 13 square can be written as 12 square plus 5 square. Therefore, the sides with the given measures form a right triangle. Now again, since it forms a right triangle, you have to find out the length of the hypotenuse. And what will be the length of the hypotenuse? The highest value. Okay, therefore the length of the hypotenuse will be 13 centimeters. Okay. Question number 2 is, PQR is a triangle right angled at P and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that PM square is equal to QM into MR. So for that we have to first draw a triangle which is right angled at P. So we have taken a triangle PQR which is right angled at P, and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. So I have drawn a perpendicular PM onto the side QR. Now in order to show this, the first thing which we will deal is the theorem we have discussed. One theorem we have discussed, if we have these conditions to be satisfied, then we can say that the three triangles will be similar. Which are the three triangles similar here in this figure? This triangle will be similar to this and both will be similar to the whole triangle. That is, we will get from the figure triangle QMP, that is right angled at this point, will be similar to triangle PMR will be similar to triangle QPR. See, in the middle I have written that where it is right angled and these QP is acting as the hypotenuse for this triangle, PR is for the other one and QR for the third one. Okay, like that I have written in the sequence. So this sequence should not be wrong. So we have this concept by a theorem, and you have to see the question. In the question you have PM square, that means twice you should get that PM concept. For that, which two triangles we have to take the similarity as is, where you have that PM in both the triangles. Okay, those two triangles you have to take. So from the triangle QMP similar to triangle PMR, we will reach this point. Okay, since these two are similar, what we can say, corresponding sides will be proportional. Now the corresponding sides which we have to take should include as PM. Okay, so if I am taking MP, I should take MR for the ratio. So MP by MR will be equal to, now again I said that I need one more PM. So for that I am just taking this PM, means here I have to take QM. So I will get QM by PM. Okay, clear? So cross multiplying, what you will get, MP into PM, both are same, is equal to QM into MR. That is, you are getting PM into PM is equal to QM into MR, which is PM square is equal to QM into MR. Okay, you understood the concept? Sides will be proportional. The reason of this is sides are proportional for similar triangles, and this is by theorem. So the theorem statement you need to mention if it is for greater marks. Okay, or else you have to just show that these two triangles are similar while starting the problem, because you have an angle, this angle is 90 for both of them, and one angle, that is angle P, is common. So by a similarity itself you will get the two triangles to be similar. Okay. Question number 3 is, in the figure ABD is a triangle right angled at A and AC is perpendicular to BD. show that first subdivision AB square is equal to BC into BD, second one AC square is equal to BC into DC, and third one AD square is equal to BD into CD. So we will start with the concept from the theorem that if you have a triangle like this, which at 90 degree you have an angle, and you have been drawn a perpendicular AC like this, then you have three triangles to be similar. Which are the three triangles which are getting to be similar by the theorem? Triangle ACB similar to triangle DCA similar to triangle, the whole triangle, that is DAB. Okay, this is the concept which you are getting from the theorem, by the theorem. Now what we have to do is, first you go for the first subdivision. There you have AB square. When you have AB square to be proven equal to something, you just take those two triangles in which you have AB. Here you have AB, here you have AB. So you just take these two triangles. That is, for the first subdivision, you just take this and this as a pair. ACB similar to triangle DAB. Then only it is possible to get this AB square. Okay, now we are just taking, since they are similar, taking the sides to be proportional. So what you will get, the sides, if I am taking AB, I have to take DB with that, and if I am taking CB, I have to take AB. Again, I need to get 2 times that AB, that's why we are just including this. Okay, so you will get AB by DB is equal to CB by AB. Now cross multiplying, why? Since sides are proportional for similar triangles. Okay. Now here you will get AB into AB is equal to CB into DB, which will give you AB square is equal to, you have BC, that means CB can be written as BC into BD, so DB can be written as BD. Okay, this is your first subdivision. For the second subdivision, we have to again consider two triangles, and how we will choose those two triangles, since we need AC square. Here you have AC and here also you have AC. So we will consider these two triangles. Okay, that is triangle ACB is similar to triangle DCA. Okay, now again we need to include AC for both the triangles. That means when I am taking AC, I will take DC, and CB I will take CA. CA is same as AC. So you will get AC by DC is equal to CB by CA. That is, AC into CA is equal to CB into DC. Again, the reason is same, since the sides of similar triangles are proportional. Similar triangles are proportional. Okay, so here again you can write AC into AC is equal to what you need, BC. So CB can be written as BC into DC, or you can say AC square is equal to BC into DC. Understood? Third subdivision is AD square is equal to BD into CD. So we need AD square, that means which two pairs or which two triangles we will consider the similarity as is, where you have AD. Here you have A and D, here you have A and D. So we will consider for the third part the triangles DCA similar to triangle DAB. This similarity we will consider, and again we will take, if I am taking, again I need to include AD in both the sides. So if I am taking DA, I have to take DB, and again AD I need to include means DC. Okay, so you will get DA by DB is equal to DC by DA. Okay, that is DA into DA is equal to DC into DB. Now you just see, you have to get this to be AD. Write it as AD into AD, and DC is CD and BD is DB is BD. So DB can be written as BD and CD can be written as DC. Okay, and this DC is written as CD. Right? according to requirement of the question. So this will give you AD square is equal to BD into CD. Okay, the reason again is same, sides of similar triangles are proportional. Got an idea how to choose the triangles when you need what to be proven? Accordingly, you have to take the triangles similarity. Okay. Fourth question is ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at C. You have to prove that AB square is equal to 2 into AC square. So for that I have drawn a triangle ABC right angled at C. Now since it is right angled, what I can do is you can use Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, again by Pythagoras theorem means first we will say what is your isosceles triangle. Since ABC is given to be isosceles, you have these two sides to be equal because this is taken as the hypotenuse. The side opposite to this right angle will be hypotenuse, so that these two sides will be equal. So since ABC is isosceles, triangle ABC is isosceles, we have two sides to be equal and we are taking those two sides as AC is equal to BC because that is the only possibility to get, because AB will be acting as the hypotenuse. Okay, so AC equal to BC. Now since this is a right angled triangle, again since ABC is right angled at C, we have AB square, which is hypotenuse square, is equal to AC square plus BC square, base square plus altitude square. Now since you have this concept that AC is equal to BC, we are just replacing BC with AC because we need to get it as in terms of AC. So you'll get BC also in terms of AC since AC is equal to BC. So you will get 2AC square. So AB square is equal to 2AC square if ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at C. Okay. Question number 5 is ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC equal to BC. If AB square is equal to 2AC square, prove that ABC is right angled. So now I am not taking that it is right angled, but since they have said that it is isosceles, we can take that AC is equal to BC, that is given. So what all are given is AC is equal to BC and AB square is equal to 2AC square is given. AB square is equal to 2 times of AC square. So what we are doing is we are just splitting this AC square, 2AC square as AC square plus AC square, and we can replace one of the AC with BC. So you will get AC square plus BC square since your AC is equal to BC. Okay. So what we have got is AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, and by the converse of Pythagoras theorem, we have if you have AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, you can say that the triangle is right angled at C. Triangle ABC is right angled at C. Okay, that means triangle ABC is right triangle. Why? Because it will be the opposite side of the biggest. Okay, and the converse of the Pythagoras theorem says that in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side, that is the angle opposite to the first side is this one, will be right angle. Therefore, the triangle is right triangle. Okay.